Hello, everyone, and thank you for stopping by the poster. My co-authors and I are presenting on school climate factors as correlates of school absences. So what exactly is school climate and what exactly does it mean to be absent from school? I think that those are two really important questions to answer when conceptualizing what this relationship would look like between these two constructs. So first off, school attendance and attending school, we know, is really important for youth, for their functioning across a variety of domains, whether it be social, academic, psychological, all sorts of benefits of going to school and attending school. However, we see on the other side that missing school or being absent from school, or what's now referred to in the literature as school attendance problems, lead to a variety of negative outcomes. We know that it impacts grades, test scores, student achievement. It's often associated with higher rates of juvenile delinquency and involvement in the legal system later in life. So we know that school attendance problems and missing school is bad, and it leads to negative outcomes for youth, both in the short and long term. One variable that's been looked at in its relationship with school attendance problems is school climate. School climate refers to the quality and character of school life. What does that mean? It means so many different things. It means, the physical environment of the school, safety of the school, is there respect for diversity within that school? What's the teaching like? Are the parents involved in that school? There's so many different dimensions of school climate. So what we looked at in this study is, are there school factors, school climate factors, that are correlated to absences from school? So do we see an increase in absences from school with a variation or deviation in some level of school climate? So using a sample of students from the Clark County School District, so the students back in the school year 2016-17 were required to fill out this big long questionnaire with a lot of different questions in it. And one measure that was added in was the school climate and academic mindset inventory. The school climate and academic mindset inventory has a bunch of different subscales. It has an academic mindset subscale, a bullying subscale, parent involvement and support subscale, perceptions of school performance subscale, physical environment and resources subscale, physical safety subscale, respect for diversity subscale, safety subscale, and finally a social emotional learning subscale. So you'll see that there's a variety of different domains that school climate includes, including academic mindset. So what we wanted to take a look at was, in the Clark County School District, is there a relationship between school climate and school attendance problems, or number of days missed from school? And now I want to draw your attention down to the results in these tables here. So on this very figure one here, this table at the top here, we correlated each of the subscales with number of days absent. We found that the safety subscale, the bullying subscale, and the physical environment and resources subscale were each correlated with number of days missed from school. What does that mean? What does that look like more specifically on an item level analysis? We see that the less feelings of safety in a school correlated with the more days missed from school. We see a positive relationship between an increase in bullying and an increase in days missed from school. And we see a correlation with lower and weaker physical environment and more days missed from school. So what are the implications? Why conduct the study and why correlate what we correlated? Well, research with school climate is still getting off the ground, and it's still a relatively new area. And the reason for correlations is taking a look and kind of setting the stage for bigger theses and dissertations that look at risk and protective factors specifically related to school climate and school attendance problems. So what we know is that schools aiming to reduce school attendance problems can do so by increasing the school safety, increasing the physical environment, the quality of it, as well as the access to resources, and also limiting and addressing bullying. Those are all good domains to start if you're a school administrator, policymaker, researcher, in terms of trying to address school attendance problems. And what are referred to as multi-tiered systems of support models? They are hierarchical pyramidal models that refer to different levels of interventions and prevention. So at the lowest level, we have prevention. At the middle level, we have tier 1, early intervention. Tier 2, we have more intensive intervention. So it's kind of a 3-tiered pyramid. And these are common models used to address school attendance problems as they emerge. So what does that mean? It means that regardless of which of those 3 tiers you're looking at, addressing these 3 factors can help reduce and address school attendance problems. So thank you for tuning into the presentation, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.